welcome back. I wanted to make a quick video about mine and Amar's sleeping methods and give you guys just some information about co-sleeping. So Amar turned 3 months on Friday and he is exclusively breastfed. And when he first came home, he was sleeping about 60 to 90 minutes a night, consistently waking up every hour, crying, fussy, not even necessarily hungry, just wanting, his mom or to feel close to us. And I wasn't particularly too comfortable with the idea of him not being near me. As we slept, we did purchase this bassinet here. You see the one that's attached to the bed. It's a bassinet. It attaches to our bed and the side railing comes down. And we tried that for about a week. And that's when he was waking up every hour. As a newborn, I can imagine that it's hard for you to be attached to your mother for 9 months. And then the day that she, spits you out and you come home, you guys are going long periods of time without, any contact. So it was a struggle for him to get comfortable and sleep at night. So then I went and bought this little Baby Delight co-sleeper from Walmart. And there are different variations of this device at Target, on Amazon, but this was kind of the last one. It is travel friendly. And I kind of hacked it to where I could put it on the headboard and kind of elevate him a little bit, especially after feedings, because, you lay them flat on their back. They ended up feeling, spitting up and getting a little nauseous. So it was neat. This worked for about 2 weeks. And then I finally just caved and did some research about co-sleeping. There was not an abundance of co-sleeping information on the internet, which is why I wanted to come together and put this quick video together for any new moms that have any questions about co-sleeping, and especially co-sleeping while breastfeeding. It is important to note that co-sleeping is not recommended by any healthcare professional in the United States. Other countries, it is a safe sleeping method, but here it's closely linked to SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. So, do with this information what you wish. So Amar started to sleep in our bed probably around week 4. My husband was terrified. So I actually slept in the middle and I put a pillow on the edge of the bed and I pulled both the comforter and the sheet completely back and I threw all of the other pillows onto the floor. So we laid directly both on the mattress and I slept around him in a C shape. And that way I was touching him and we faced each other. Newborns and mothers, somehow they end up facing each other while they sleep. So we face each other and then I put my arm around his back just so that if he moves in any way, I wake up and I feel. Any expectant mothers and new mothers will know you do not sleep as deeply as you slept before. Any rustle, any sudden movement or subtle movement in the night, you're waking up. Sometimes I even wake up if it's too quiet and there's not enough noise. I jump up and I'm like, oh, I was sleeping too deep. Making sure, let me make sure he's breathing. I still do that at 3 months. So that barrier, the C shape gives you face-to-face contact and a barrier so that, if he moves, rolls, you have a point of contact to his body. Sleeping without any sheets or pillows prevents suffocation risks and it allows him to sleep on a flat surface and you to sleep in your bed and him to sleep with you. It took me about 1.5 months to realize that you can nurse laying down. And I couldn't nurse laying down. I don't know if that's the same for everyone. So that kind of gives him access to, milk, and we do dream feeds, and that limits the amount of times that he is actively awake. So a dream feed is when you kind of stir them a little bit, but you don't really wake them up. You just pop the breast into his mouth, let him eat a little bit, and then he'll fall back asleep. And that way he doesn't have to actually get up, because once you wake him up and you change him and you nurse them, it runs a risk that they're up for an hour to 2 to 3 hours. And you know, the point of co-sleeping is to really maximize the amount of sleeping that you're getting each night, so that you're a more functioning and alert mother throughout the day. Co-sleeping has been wonders, worked wonders for me and my family. Now that my husband, he's a little bit bigger now, so he's like 15 pounds. My husband's more comfortable, so he sleeps in the middle, but we still sleep C-shaped just in case, you know, my husband throws an arm, it hits me and I throw it back. Or that doesn't happen, but I'm just saying, in case, you know, anything comes his way, I'm that first barrier of protection around him. And he takes up a good bit of the bed now. I don't know how, but he's, you know, now he's starting to roll and wiggle, and I mean, still, I've got it. If he moves, I adjust myself, or I move him back, you know, to where he needs to be. One of the cons of co-sleeping, however, is when he was in the bassinet, I could interchange, you know, the sleeping position and spot was interchangeable. So sometimes he would take a nap on the bed, but he would always go back to sleep in the bassinet at night, and vice versa. Now he will not sleep in anything but our bed or our arms. So we're definitely going to have to do some really intense sleep training once he gets of age. We did purchase Taking Care of Babies, the online course for sleep training. That worked for some of my friends, but it did not work for Amar. Each baby's different. So I was out of sleep and I was out of money. I was desperate. And so we went the co-sleeping route. And I mean, like I said, it's got its challenges, especially with once you're breastfeeding, you're going to be having night sweats. You're going to be getting up to get water. So anytime that you move, you will definitely run the risk of waking him up. And the same, anytime he moves, he's gonna wake you up. But so far it's maximized the amount of sleep that I've gotten, and my husband's gotten, and my son has gotten. And we wake up around 7-8 o'clock in the morning, where before we weren't really getting much sleep. So I just wanted to share that. Like I said, there was not an abundance of information before. So I hope this helps. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.